no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
What's going down, gamblers? It's the coach representing Brothas N Bets, and I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Marley. Marley finished top 3, was running with that number 1 in them NFL picks out of damn near 30 bookies. Bets, what's going down?
What's the damn deal? What's up? What up? What up? What up?
Nasty Nate, what up, man? It's been a while.
Nate, what up, dog?
It's been a while, dog. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. This is Brothas N Bets. Right now, we're 15-4-1 in the last 5 days, Marley, on our free picks. VIP, I can't. It's going crazy in VIP. I can't really keep up. You know what I'm saying? But SBO was good. SBO, click the link, click the description on YouTube, brother. We got the links there to send you to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter house, all that stuff, man. And the reason I'm saying this because I think our boy SBO is trying to get into the chat. What's up, Jalen? But the chat right now, spring special, $100 a month for VIP picks, fellas and ladies. $100 right now. We're gonna throw an extra weekend free. You're getting daily picks. You get the free game, but you get the free game straight to your phone, and then you're getting our daily VIP picks from us. I know I did 2-0 yesterday. You say you did 4 plays. You actually did 3. So I don't know if you realize, because this morning you were like, I did 4, but you actually did 3. But anywho, that is our special. If you're interested, please hit the description box, hit the link, jump on in that thing. We killing it right now. Bro, I've been shooting hard at fucking Dez Bryant, dog. Dez Bryant he been on his picks lately, and I've been on Twitter like, bro, fuck with us, man. Jump in. We Texas boys, man. Jump on the show, bro. Jump on the show, man, and let's get this thing jumping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm already doing enough talking, but Marley, what you got, dog?
I ain't got shit. Let's get to it.
All right. Well, yesterday I went 2-0 on my free picks. Marley went 1-1 on his free picks. We got about an hour and a half to the first game start. And so let's jump right in that thing, man. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Hey, be sure to hit the like. Whatever you want, hit the like, comment. Throw it out there. We put everybody comments on there, man. We talk about everybody's question. If you got some games that you're looking to want to discuss real quick, we could do that. All right, but we appreciate everybody tuning in. Now, we're talking about the Cougars, the Houston Cougars, 26-3, taking on the Central Florida Knights, 15-13. Both teams are new to the Big 12. And I'm just impressed. I'm very impressed about Houston, man, the way they've been coming out, taking care of business. And week out basis. This is what we've been saying the Cougars need to show that they can get to the Final Four and win it. Because in the last couple of years, Kevin Self's been having that team rolling, but not like you going against chump change for a couple of weeks, then you get that 1 or 2 big games. But this is week in, week out, man, and they've been nothing but impressive. But get to these actual factions. The Cougars are 2-6-1 against the spread last 9 games. The overs hit 4 out of the last 5. They are 7-0 straight up in the last 7 games. 10-13 against the spread in the last 13 games against UCF. They're 8-0 straight up in the last 8 games against UCF. 17-3 straight up in the last 20 games on the road. That's pretty impressive. 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games playing against Central Florida. 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games against whenever they go against a opponent from the Big 12 Conference. Central Florida, they're 10-5 against spread in the last 15 games, 2-5 straight up in the llast 7 games. The overs hit 10 out of the last 15 against Houston, but they're 0-5 against the spread, like I said before, when playing at the crib against Houston. 4-8 straight up in the last 12 games against Big 12 Conference opponents. 3-9 against the spread in the last 12 games in the month of March, but for people who like these type of statistics, they're 5-1 straight up in like 6 games when playing on a Wednesday. Injury reports right now for Houston. Tungler, he is still out. I mean, he's out for the season. Tungler, Walker Jr., and Narche, they are out. Central Florida, they are healthy, and this is their senior night. They're ready to make something happen. Last time we seen the Cougars, they beat OU 87-85, and last time we seen UCF, they lost to Iowa State 52-60. I think we threw this out there against Iowa State. I know that was one of my VIP plays, Iowa State first half in that. But anywho, the Cougars, the Knights, Marley. I did a lot of talking. What's your play?
Oh, I can't give my play. I give my opinion.
What's your opinion?
How about that? Yeah, I can't give you my play. That's for the
that's for the paying clients.
For the special group, only the special group. Yeah,
I got
you. That's for the paying clients.
Well, let's talk about it.
Obviously, let's talk about it. We can talk about it though. We can talk about the Cougars. We're talking about one of the to not try to sound like a homer because we from Houston, we'll say top 5 teams in college.
Top 5 what?
Basketball teams.
Bro, they look like the best. I know UConn look good and the Big East is strong. Bro, you're basically like the best team in the country. I know.
I don't want to sound biased because we from the.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, Doc.
No, cool. We on the same page though. But I will say this, that's mostly based off their defense, right? Defensive team. We know sometimes this team can go to sleep offensively and like they go on their little scoring droughts. But one thing they don't do, like defense, they go lock you down. They're going to play defense. So on top of that, on top of how good this defense is, UCF cannot score. Like they are the worst offense in the Big 12. They go on tremendous droughts. So like I feel like personally, Houston should cruise in this, even with some of their scoring droughts. However, they have not been closing out games ATS on the road. They're 1-4 over their last 5 road games. They win the games, but they're not covering. I think there has to be an emphasis. I think Kevin Sampson, we're getting ready to get into tournament time. Like it's time to cross all the T's and dot all the I's. I think there will be an emphasis on finishing tonight. I don't think UCF personally has a chance because they can't score. So you're already talking about a team that struggles to score going up against one of the best defensive teams in college basketball. So, that's about all I can say. That 8.5 is kind of, it's a hefty amount of points. I can't remember what the score was when these two teams played at home, when Houston was at home, but I can tell you it wasn't close. That's about all I got.
Kind of barely hear you. Yeah, I'm right there with you. This is one of my VIP plays as well. I will say this. It is senior night. Out of all the teams in the Big 12, if there's any team that's familiar with Houston and Coach Kevin Sampson, it's UCF. In the past, they have played them tough. They might not have finished, but you can see they covered quite a few whenever they're going up against UCF. Here's the thing with Houston. Houston is a great first half team. All right, we've been riding that train. But the second half, they are not a good second half team. And, you've been keeping up, Marley. I always say, hey, man, let's jump on that. Whoever second half. It's probably maybe a handful of games this year that when they jumped out big, they just kept their foot on the gas. But lately, they've been taking their foot off the gas and allowing teams to come back in that second half. So I will throw a lean out there. If Houston is up big, and I'm talking about like 10 points or more, dog. All right, let me rephrase that. Yeah. I'll say because we're dealing with UCF, I'll say 14 points or more. Take UCF second half because they're gonna make the game close. All right, and I think Houston might be looking ahead for this weekend. Houston might be looking ahead the weekend to close out the season. It's a lot of action going down Saturday. But, yeah, man, I don't have any plays on this. We do have plays, but those are in our VIP. So, hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm the coach. That's Marley Bets. It's going down right now. We do have a spring special, $100 a month to get an extra week for free. If you're interested, DM us. We appreciate it. We got 55 people watching. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe, follow. Yesterday, we went 3-1 on our free plays. I was dead smack on with that Purdue last night. I told y'all, fade the motherfucking public, and that's take Purdue. But you were right about that first half. Yeah,
first half, get in, get the fuck out the way.
they were juiced.
It was gonna be juiced. They was gonna be juiced. The crowd rocking. Get your ass in. Get the fuck out.
They were juiced. They were juiced. Hey, Nasty Nate said he going to Public Palooza. Nasty Nate about to be out there for a week and a half. Nate, you need to slide to Houston at least one of those days, and I would say Austin for 2 for the party, because ain't nothing is no disrespect to my peoples in San Antonio that's watching, but San Antonio is a city that you go take your woman, you take your chick, your side bitch to. It ain't no spot to like turn up with the boys. You got to go up north or come over east. You know what I'm saying, to Houston or Austin. But yeah, Nate, we might slide out there for Pub 3. You know what I'm saying? You know how we get down. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Hey, let's get on to our next game. This is a big one. Top 25 action. You know my glasses. Hold on 1 second. No, man. No, he didn't have them when I saw. My bad.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm kind of ready for baseball to start.
Man, get out of here.
No, it sounds insane, and I don't know if I've ever said those words before.
Yo, you ready for that July baseball? Right there, smack. Right there, smack in July baseball.
Exciting thing to watch, but it's the most profitable thing to.
Man, shout out to Picks by Dave and shout out to Money Moose, man. Those are our guys when it comes to that MLB. Hey, so let's get to our top 25 action, Marley. You can post the comments on that while I read the actual factuals. We're talking about Tennessee Volunteers. Currently the number 4 team, 23-6, taking on South Carolina, 24-5 on the year. Real quick, this game's going down 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. This is a big game. Because of the loss yesterday, South Florida, the team, that's not South Florida, excuse me, South Carolina, the team that everybody picked last to finish in the SEC is now playing for a chance for the regular season championship, dog. And so this is a big game. And you know, they're going to play Sandman. They probably play Sandman like 3 times, Sandstorm, like 3 times during that game. But let's get right into it. This line opened up in favor of Tennessee -5.5. This line is now sitting at -6. Get to these extra factors. Tennessee 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games. The unders hit 4 of the last 5. They're 6-0 straight up in the last 6 games. 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games against South Carolina. 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games against South Carolina. 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games on a road. Them boys are some road warriors. 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games when playing on the road against South Carolina. 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games in the SEC conference. Let's get over here to these actual factuals for South Carolina. 9-3 against the spread in the last 12 games. The overs hit 4 of the last 6 for the Gamecocks. 10-2 straight up in the last 10 games. 15-2 straight up in the last 17 games at the crib. 0-5 against the spread, though, like I said, at the crib against Tennessee, but 8-2 straight up in the last 10 games against an SEC conference opponent. No injuries for Tennessee. There are he is probable for this game with a knee injury. Last time we see Tennessee, and this is very important information, they went on the road for another big matchup in the SEC, and they squeaked out a win 81-74. Well, they're taking care of business early, then it started going back and forth. And the last time we seen South Carolina, they came back after being down at half against Florida. They ended up winning that game 82-76. That was one of our plays as well. Actually, I think you might have had some on that Alabama action too. But anywho, Tennessee, South Carolina, this has big implication. What's the word?
Implications.
What's the word? There you go.
Implications.
And South Carolina, the underdog. South Carolina, the underdog. Chip on their shoulder. Marley, what's your thoughts on this one?
All right, man. You know, South Carolina, my squad, dog.
South Carolina is your squad. Can't be biased.
Oh my God, I've been riding with them all season. I ain't gonna front and act like I've been on them for years, but I caught them pretty early in the season, and you know, they went on the road and beat Tennessee. I'm not sure if you said that earlier though. They went on the road and beat Tennessee in Tennessee a couple weeks back. You know, so technically this was a revenge game for Tennessee. I'm gonna apply the same sort of logic I applied with who was that we were talking about yesterday? Illinois and Purdue. Tennessee scares me. I was talking to somebody we both know, and we
Money
talked
line.
about these
Money line. I know you're here.
I was talking to Moneyline, right? And this is exactly what I told him. Tennessee, man, they schedule been on like a gauntlet. You brought it up earlier. They just played Auburn. I mean, before Auburn, then they had Alabama. Now it's South Carolina, and I think they got one more tough ass game next week too. Oh no, or is this it? This might have been the last of that gauntlet, but they just went through a gauntlet of games. They gotta lose one, and I don't like betting on like gotta. So Tennessee scared me, man. I think they might be the best team in the SEC, but I will say this, just like I said with Illinois, boys is gonna come out juiced, like juiced to the max. I told you yesterday.
The hoodoo.
I would think the fucking hoodoo. The hoodoo. So if I was y'all, in which I might do, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take what that 3 is, probably a 3 in the first half. But I'm damn sure I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit on that money line. I'm gonna get out. I don't want to see Tennessee try to fight back. You know how that second half shit go with them boys. Look for the freshmen to have a big game, dog. I really like this dude. Murray Bulls. He young, but he leads the team in rebounding. He only a freshman, but I like his game. But obviously, you know, Michi the guy too. Cougars first half. Yeah, that's
Well, now this line is at 6, man. I'm gonna respect that 6. They got Tennessee -6 now. The public's looking at it. Motherfuckers getting off work right now, and they like, oh, really? Oh, I'm jumping on it. So that's what's going on right now. That line is at 6. Keep going.
No, that's it. First half, South Carolina 3. Oh, so I might give me a 3.5 if it's at 6 right now. South Carolina first half. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit on that money line because they got to come out juice.
That's your official free game play.
That's my official free game play. I'm on South Carolina.
All right. Marley likes the South Carolina. All right, man. Marley likes South Carolina first half. Sandstorm to get the guys geared up, and then we'll see what happens. Here's why I don't like the first half, man, because I got burnt with them boys a couple of weeks ago, and it was like that's their first time. I forgot who they were playing, but it was like that's the first time they lost a half at the crib, and da. And I was just like, and then so I've been following them for the last couple of games, and I've been seeing they've been kind of first half, but second half they've been showing up and showing out. Now, I think this is a definitely spot play, honestly, and I put in the VIP. I sprinkle something on the money line. I like South Carolina, and I love it now with the 6. This is just a good spot play. Can Tennessee go on the road? They just finished up an emotional game against Alabama on the road, and now they got to come here and play against a team with a chip on the shoulder. It's them against the world, and the head coach is promoting that. Not out. I'm taking South Carolina plus the 6, and I already put money down. I put a little something down on the money line, man. I just think this is a perfect setup play. But Tennessee's good. Tennessee is good, but I just think this is a spot play. So I've been seeing these little spots lately. So that is my official play. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I am the coach. That's Marley. We are Marley Bets. We are Brothas N Bets. Excuse me. Yesterday we went 2-0. I went 2-0 on my picks. Marley went 1-1. But in the last 5 days, huh?
I said uno.
I can barely hear you, bro.
Uno.
Yeah. Last 5 days, and you can see it right there. 15-4-1 on these free game plays, man. So hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. We got 106. We ain't never had 106. We ain't even had over 50 before. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. Be sure to hit the like. Call your peoples, tell them to come through, man. We got tournament play, spring break next week. So I'm not doing my coaching deal, none of that. I'm going to be locked in. We're going to try to get that 10K before the tournament. I promise you that. If you're interested in the VIP spring special going on right now, $100 a month. You're getting picks from two cappers, Marley and myself. Join the VIP room. We'll give you an extra week for free. This is only till next Monday, all right? Extra week for free, $100, bro. That's like $20 a week. And then after you get your special 25, a lot of people charging like 35 and up. And that's one capper. You're getting two. We provided no less than 8 picks a day. So, but we appreciate everybody tuning in. Let's get on to our next game. And this is a tricky one. We're going up north in the north. We in Texas, so we're going up north. Florida Atlantic, once a top 25 team, last year's Cinderella team in the tournament, taking on North Texas. This line is at 2.5 right now. Hold on, let me get my actual factuals, man. I'm blessed. I'm feeling blessed that we got this many people in the chat right now. We appreciate y'all, boys. The Florida Atlantic Owls, a team that we've been taking first half a lot in the chat. And we've been like, bro, we know they're not a good first half team. 22-7, fell out of the top 25, taking on the Mean Green North Texas, who are 16-2. This is their senior night. Line open up in favor of Florida Atlantic, -1. Now that line's at 2.5. That line is about to go down to -2 here shortly based on the lines because I see it as -115. Let's get to some actual factuals for FAU. 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games. The unders hit 4 out of the last 5. They are 11-3 straight up in the last 14 games, but 5-12 against the spread in the last 17 games against North Texas. 6-2 straight up in the last 8 games against North Texas. 2-8 against the spread in the last 10 games on the road. And 4-12 against the spread in the last 16 games when playing against an American Conference opponent. But 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games when playing against a West Division. And let's see if they can start this mojo because they're 10-0 straight up in the last 10 games when playing in the month of March. Actual factuals right now for North Texas, they're 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 games. The overs hit 5 out of the last 6. They are not. The unders hit 9 out of the last 11. They are 17-3 straight up in the last 20 games. The unders also hit 6 out of the last 7. 5-0 against spread in the last 5 games when playing in the month of March, and 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games on a Wednesday. Now, injury reports for FAU. Trey Carroll, he is out for this game. Rondell Walker is questionable now for this game with the illness. Last time we seen FAU, they beat Tulane 79-73, and last time we seen North Texas, they beat East Carolina 84-69. So, with all that being said, Marley Bets, take the floor, my brother. Take the floor, man.
If you know how I feel about FAU, dog. I'm not.
Tell the people how they feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, you said, we do in the chat talking about them all the time. And like I told y'all, it's probably been a month so now, maybe even 2. We all had a conversation about how we are done betting on FAU. I stuck to it first half. I haven't bet them first half.
I haven't. Me and Graylo, we have it.
Maybe December, whenever we said this, that far ago. And y'all still keep fucking risking it. Now with I don't know why y'all haven't figured it out, is the bet is FAU's second half because they come back and win the game, but first half is not the way to go with FAU.
Right.
So with that being said, what have you done for me lately? So let's talk about the last 10. They 73 in their last 10 games. 7-3 as a favorite. They're only 4-6 ATS, but 2-3 ATS on the road. But North Texas, in my opinion, is not a good basketball team. And I felt like earlier in the year, I think they had them ranked kind of high. Maybe it's 25 or maybe even a little slightly above that. And they kind of, I think that was just a misranking. And because of that, people have been betting on them. They're 4-6 over their last 10, 2-3 ATS at the crib. 0-3 as a dog. And I'm not a believer in them. And I've also said that, like I said earlier, when I was talking about Houston, FAU, not that they haven't been closing out teams, but they haven't been playing to the level that they should have been playing at, even though they're not as good as last year's team. However, now we got to start tournament time. It's time to get serious. Dot our I's, cross our T's. I think there
Yep.
will be emphasis on starting and finishing games. So put me on FAU. You know it's under 3, so we got money line that boy.
Money line me, please. What's going down, Dylan? Dylan says Tennessee, baby. Tennessee looking good. Hey, man, if they win tonight, I'm like, yo, hey, do your thing. But can they finish? They got to finish. 128 people in the chat, man. Hey, let's get these likes up, man. We appreciate it. Let's get more people coming in. Hey, comment, man. Throw some comments out there. Ask us some games. If you got any input on some games, or you just, you know what I'm saying, you interested in some games that we're not covered, throw it out there, man. We do this. We watch this all the time. I'm not saying we do this like we the best or anything, but we watch nothing but the games all day. Once we finish with work, we watching. You know what I'm saying? So if you got anything, throw it out there. But with all that being said, man, you've seen how the line moved. Last night I was all on FAU money line when it was -1. I'm glad when I got it because it's going up. So I'm telling the people, and I'm telling the people now, let's not play with this number. It does get jumping up in North Texas. If you've never seen a game, we're familiar because we're here. And I'm kind of with Dylan. North Texas can keep it close. North Texas can jump out.
I wouldn't fuck with that -2.5.
Bro, North Texas can jump out quick on your ass. Win the first half, and FAU will fight back. So, with all that being said, everything that you said, I'm right there with you. I'm on Florida Atlantic. Money line me, please. No tricks, no gimmicks. I don't want to be in a situation with the last 2 minutes of the game thinking of a scenario like, okay, we need him to miss this free throw, make this one. Nah, dog. We just want the W by 1 point or more at the end of the game.
Come through for you, 18 points a game, going to hit his marks.
Who?
Jonell Davis. He
gotta go in, man. He gotta go in. But that's our fixed play. Both Marley and myself, we like FAU. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I am the coach. That is Marley Bets. We are Brothas N Bets. Yesterday we went 2-2. I went 2-0. You went 1-1. We went 3-1 yesterday. But if you can see right there on the ticker, in the last 5 days, we've been 15-4-1 on our free game plays, and the chat and the BIP chat is always jumping too. So if you're interested, holler at us, DM us, whatever you're watching on, and we'll get you all that information. Now, it's 5 o'clock here in Houston, rush hour time. Traffic is crazy. I'm ready to leave my office. You see all my formations and stuff getting ready for spring ball. So let's get to this professional level now. Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got one more, huh?
We got one more, peoples. I'm sorry. Forgive me. It's been a minute since we've been on. Here we go. We got the Mormons. BYU taking on the cornbread-fed Iowa State Cyclones. This game is going down 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the Hilton Coliseum. BYU, first year in the Big 12. 21-8, taking on Iowa State, a vet in the game, 23-6. This line opened up in favor of Iowa State, -6.5. Right now, that line's at -7.5. Get to these actual factuals for BYU. The overs hit 9 out of the last 13. They are 5-2 straight up in the last 7 games, 3-11 straight up in the last 14 games, though, when playing on the road. 6-14 in the last 20 games against a conference opponent of the Big 12. 5-1-1 against spread in the last 7 games in the month of March, and 7-3 straight up in the last 10 games when playing on a Wednesday. Actual factors for Iowa State: they're 7-1-1 against spread in the last 9 games. The unders hit 7 out of the last 9, but they are 7-1 straight up in the last 8 games and 10-0 straight up in the last 10 games at the crib. 10-2 straight up in the last 12 games against a Big 12 conference opponent. But they're 3-9 against spread in the last 12 games when playing at the crib on a Wednesday. For those who care about those particular statistics, injury report right now: Baker and Adams Jr., they have been out for BYU. For Iowa State, nothing latest. Fish, Rock, and Hamilton, they've been out for most of the season and redshirted. BYU on a 2-game winning streak, upsetting Kansas, 76-68. Beating TCU 87-75. While Iowa State, so a 3-game winning streak, 71-64 in West Virginia, 58-45 against OU, and taking care of business in Florida against UCF 60-52. Now, with all that being said, Iowa State hosting the Mormons and BYU. Marley, how you feel about this?
What up, JT? I'm looking at JT actually. Villanova money line.
Seton Hall scares me, JT. Villanova's been trending up, and Seton's kind of been bumpy road. So I kind of agree with you right there, but Seton scares me. I wouldn't be surprised Seton wins first half and Villanova wins the whole thing. But yeah. That's my opinion on that. My bad, Marley.
Yeah, no, you get it. And that's South Carolina. Yeah, we all on that South Carolina. That's starting to scare me too. Everybody is on South Carolina. Shit. Iowa State, this is another coach, this is another one of my guys right here, Iowa State. We can talk about it because this is one of my plays in my VIP. So what I'll say is this briefly. If I'm not mistaken, and somebody in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think Iowa State has lost at home. I think they're undefeated at home. So really what we're talking about is, can they cover the 7? The thing is, BYU ass can score.
They can shoot, man.
They can shoot the fucking lights out the ball. I think they average, let me check, they average like 80 points a game. However, they average 82.7 points a game. However, they not good on the road. Yes, they would just beat Kansas on the road. But I don't know about how you feel, Coach, but Kansas ain't Kansas this year. Like, that ain't the Kansas that's been Kansas. They're still a really good basketball team, but that ain't Kansas. And we can give BYU credit for that win. But they lost to Kansas State and they lost to Oklahoma State. So, like, and then we talking about, as much as I talked about U of H defense, Iowa State defense is probably like a slight notch below. Like, they play really good defense, Iowa State too, and it's gonna be rocking at the crib. So I'll keep that in mind for the, that's for the Iowa State people. For the BYU people, that that 7.5 looks good. Like I said, this team can shoot the lights out the ball. They average 82 points. They are coming off the big win. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. They are 5-5 ATS over those last 10 games. 2-3 ATS on the road. Excuse me. But so you're looking at a team that can fucking shoot the lights out, and that's kind of on a little run. 7.5, not a bad play. That's all I got, Coach.
I like 7.5, but I can't provide my play.
We gotta stop putting these games on here.
Nah, this is just to give a little preview. Plus, you got, this was one of your free game plays. So everything Marley says, I respect. But this is one of my VIP plays, so I'm not gonna give that out. But just know it should hit. It should hit. It definitely should hit. I don't like that line. I'm always against those type of lines, but it should hit. So that's all I'm gonna say. With all that being said, hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. 150 people. Hey, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, follow, comment, talk that talk. You win, talk that talk. You lose, talk that talk. You're not gonna hurt us feelings. I'm Marley Bets. I'm the coach. That's Marley Bets, and we are Brothas N Bets. That's the information right now for the VIP room access while we transition to the professional level now. And I mean the NBA. We're going to cover 2 games slightly, and everybody knows me. I don't get down on the NBA really like that. Like I dip and I dab a little bit. I dip and I dab a little bit on the like after the All-Star break, but I don't really get down and dirty in the NBA till it's playoffs. But Marley, that guy right there, where my other hand at? That guy right there, yeah, this is him. This is his area. So, you know what I'm gonna start doing? Well, I don't have a lot of input on it, but I was gonna say I'm gonna start letting you take over at this moment and do all the actual factions and stuff. maybe playoffs. We'll switch it up like that when I really start having some insight because I'm staying in my lane with this NBA stuff. Anywho,
Yeah, I
LA
don't be
Clippers.
reading off all them hoes anyway. I just read like a couple of them hoes and I keep it pushing.
Used to be on them hoes tough.
I mean, I
NBA.
still read them, but just
You ready? You ready? All
yeah,
right.
let's go.
NBA, LA Clippers, 39-21, taking on the Houston Rockets right here out in the H, right up the street from both of us, who are sitting at 27-34. Rockets been falling off hard lately. This line opened up in favor of the Clippers, -6. Right now, the line's at -6.5, and the total's at 223 right now for you over players, over under players. Get to these actual factuals for the Clippers: 3-8 against the spread in the last 13 games. The unders hit 5 out of the last 6. They are 13-7 straight up in the last 20 games, 4-2 against spread in the last 6 games against the not Cougars, but the Rockets. 8-0 straight up in the last 8 games against the Rockets. 7-2 straight up in the last 9 games when playing on the road. 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games when playing on the road against the Rockets. And the unders hit 11 out of the last 12 games against the Southwest Division opponent. Actual factors for our Rockets: 4-2 against the spread in the last 6 games. They unders hit 5 out of the last 6. They are 4-9 straight up in the last 13. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games at the crib, but 1-6 straight up, like I said, when playing at the crib against the Clippers. They are 10-2 against the spread in the last 12 games when playing against an opponent in the Pacific Division. Russell Westbrook is still out for this game. He's out indefinitely. And for the Rockets, Jeff Green is questionable with a knee injury. You already know Steven Adams, Trey Eason, they are out for the season. And Jabari Smith is questionable with an illness. Boys out there in that club, stay your ass home, Jabari.
Well, probably was
Don't
with
fall into the
James.
James Harden track. Huh?
He probably was with James last night.
And that's what he don't need to do. Stay away from James Harden, Jabari, and Green. Stay away from him. Don't talk to him. Don't listen. Don't let him tell you where all the spots. We don't want to hear none of that. You stay over there, buddy. But the last time we seen the Clippers, they lost when a game that they was winning should have won because Giannis wasn't even playing. They lost 113-106 against Milwaukee. And the Rockets on a 2-game winning streak, beating the Suns 118-109 and coming back and beating the Spurs 114-101 last night. So with all that being said, Marley, I know this is one of your VIP plays. So what's your insight? What you got?
Yeah, talk about it a little bit, like the Rockets, like you said, the Rockets, they're coming off a back-to-back. They played last night. So it's definitely, in my opinion, a spot play for the Clippers. They coming off rest. They haven't played since they played the Bucks, and that was what, 2 nights ago, 3 nights ago when they played the Bucks. The fourth, so 2 days ago. So you talk about the Clippers on 2 days rest. James, the only thing that would scare me about, well, talking about it from a Clippers point of view is that, like I said, James Harden back in the age, I ain't been home in a minute. Let me go hit the old strip clubs, you know what I'm saying? The old spots that was jumping. Other than that shit, I think, it's probably a good spot for the Clippers. You're getting arrested, Kawhi, PG. James is still averaging 17 and 8. Kawhi averaging 24. So it's definitely a good spot for the Clippers. That's why the line is what the line is. I see LJ posting in the chat. What you got? Yeah, Clippers 9-4 is exactly what I was just saying. 9-4 ATS with rest. You know what I mean? 13-7 to the under. So definitely would be like you said. I can't give out. Oh, I don't know what happened, coach. So, like I was saying, definitely a spot play for the Clippers there. If you're on the Clippers side, from the Rockets' point of view, 6.5 with the collapse that the Clippers had against the Bucks might not be a bad. It might get you a backdoor cover. I don't like the fact that Jabari Smith is out. That kind of sucks. But yeah, so let's get off that and let me see what's going on with the coach. He kind of just vanished on me in the middle of all this shit. Let's see what we got next. We got the Bulls and the Jazz. This is the last NBA game, I believe, that is on the docket today. Let me see here. Let me get to the actual factuals real quick. And I believe the Jazz are coming off a back to back as well, aren't they? Didn't the Jazz play last night? I think the Jazz did play last night. Give me a second to get to the notes. Coach leaving kind of caught me off guard a little bit. Kind of fucked me up. Must have lost signal or something. All right, yeah, Bulls and the Jazz. No, they both fourth. That's what it is. So they both played 2 nights ago. Bulls played the Kings. They won 113 to 109. That's crazy. They just came all the way back. I had the Kings on that game. No. I took the Kings first quarter, first half. That's what happened. And then they let them come all the way back at the end. And then the Jazz played the Wizards. That was a crazy game too. The Wizards was winning the entire game, and then the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken, they just gave it all up pretty much. Came all the way back, got their ass whooped. I know the Wizards gotta be pissed about what they're getting from Jordan Poole right about now. That is insane. All right, so the line is at 3.5. Jazz is home dogs. The total is at 223.5. Is that the coach bouncing back in? Yeah. I hope you got the actual factuals because I do not have them. But we are talking about the Bulls and the Jazz, and I did go over the line.
What I miss, man? What I miss, man?
Nothing, man. We moved on. I talked about the Clippers and the Rockets, and then now we're on the Bulls and the Jazz. If you want to read the actual factuals, you can.
I don't. But he just
all right. So, and with this game, this is another play that's in the VIP, but we can talk about it for a second. And the main thing is the Jazz are severely injured. Larry Marketing is out. Walker Kessler is out. I think Otto Porter, and Keontae George have been out. Taylor Hendricks out, but the main two people, Larry Marketing and Walker Kessler, they're both out, and that's their main scorers. Now you know who's been lighting it up. Jordan Clarkson, man. I mean, he's like a fucking walking bucket, but I don't think he has enough to take care of the Bulls entirely. Even though the Bulls aren't the best team, but they are coming off a good win against the Kings. Value way to fight back after being whooped the whole entire game. And they come back at the end and still win from the Kings. So they are on 2 days rest. Meanwhile, like I said, the Jazz starters are out. And even with that, man, the Jazz just haven't been a very good team. They kind of had a little streak. The Jazz.
Well, they 3-7. 3-7 against the spread in the last 10 games. 2-8 straight up in the last 10 games. But they 13-6 at the crib straight up in the last 19.
And one of those 2 and one of those 13 that was just against Washington on the 4th. Before that, one of those home games that you just mentioned, and one of those wins that you just mentioned.
Thank you.
It's Washington Wizards' last game, and I watched that game, and they were getting their ass whooped the entire game, and came back on some crazy shit in the fourth quarter. But
man, real quick, I want to apologize for that disconnection. Maintenance guy came in and he hit the goddamn router cord for the modem with the Wi-Fi. So, but I ain't finna sweat on it, man. Well, let's end this, man. Any leans? Are there any leans out there? I got a lean. You kind of you threw something out there early this morning. I'm surprised this wasn't even your free game or your VIP. But there's a particular game you threw about an injury report. I would lean. Yeah. I didn't lean. I just took it. I took UConn -5. They missing they leading assist man. Yeah, and then another cat might be sick. So I do like that. I think UConn can win the first half, but I took that -5. Them legs are gonna kick in. Another game I would look at is Michigan State first half against Northwestern. Northwestern is down 3 starters right now. 3 starters. Your boy Bowie can't do everything. I would definitely lean on Michigan State on that one. Those are just like 2 plays that stood out to me as far as like leans. If y'all got any leans or y'all got any games you want to talk about,
You know what,
it's 165 out here. Throw it out there. What you say?
Got one. I was, and this was gonna be. I already bet it, and I was gonna put it in the VIP, and I probably should have. Maybe I should go back and do it. So this one on me. This is probably a VIP for the house because it's just the lean though.
Magic tonight. They've been taking care of business.
Who?
Lately? The Magic. We're talking NBA.
Taking care of business is what they've been doing. I think they're on a 4-game win streak. And they've been covering big spreads. They were -8 against the Hornets. Beat them by 13. Big spread against the Pistons. Covered against the Jazz. Smacked up Brooklyn. Covered that big spread. So it's -7, I think, right now. I'm really gonna be all over. I already bet it. I think I'm gonna put that in the VIP. Honestly, I should have, and I didn't. So therefore, I just give it out right now. But that's definitely a play that I'm all over. Tonight.
I got you.
Let me see.
Let me see what else, man. Before we get to open mic and just open the floor about anything.
I don't have a play yet, but I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna really keep an eye on that King Lakers. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I need to watch it a little bit. Man.
What's that? Nah, hell nah.
That's Pine.
Coach Pine, yeah.
Yeah, tell that boy I said what up. What nah? You ain't got
Mills Pop said what's good. Bro, we got 170 people watching right now. Yeah.
So the fuck I was saying.
Yeah. Kings Lakers. I'm gonna keep my eye on that. That's probably something I'm gonna jump on live.
Well, open mic. In this open mic segment, we talk about
something else I'm gonna look at too.
What you got?
Loyola Chicago. They play Davidson. That's something else I'm gonna look at.
I'm not fucking with it. Open mic. I do got something for open mic. 2 things for open mic. Let's talk about it. 2 things that we talked about in the chat. First and foremost, because they kind of flow into each other. Bill Haney and your boy Tank. What's your thoughts on that? Well, not Tank, but Bill Haney and AB going at it. 2 grown ass men, one growner than the other, arguing with the phone in their hand.
Bill Haney putting on the show too.
He what?
He promoting his son. He putting on the show.
But he don't appreciate boys editing the film like that. And AB seemed like he just all the way throwed off.
I mean, AB, I think whatever. I haven't heard that phone call, but how AB did. People been talking about this tape for like, if not years, for a long time, bro. And AB said exactly what happened. Like through the whole thing, Devin Haney won like overall. They went a long time. Devin Haney won overall, but he got rocked. And if they had smaller gloves and no headgear, that got knocked out. So that's about what it looked like happened. Like, right. And yes, the tape was spliced up. Oh well, niggas ain't your friends out here. Nigga, Ryan Garcia ain't your partner. He's supposed to put the good stuff out. No, he trying to embarrass you, nigga. What you mean? Like, Ryan Garcia put it out. They got it from Floyd. Like, I guess if you want to be mad at Floyd, you can be mad at Floyd, but shit, like, nigga.
But bro was 16, dog.
Yeah, and that on top of that too, like that nigga was a kid.
Yeah, that's
y'all know that. So like, nigga, all right, nigga, just whoop this nigga in the ring and talk shit. Other than that, like, I don't really care. Question is, y'all going to
so that was open mic number 1. Open mic number 2, the boy Ryan Garcia out here talking about Illuminati, the Baphomet.
I don't want to hear that.
Bohemian Grove. I thought this boy was just getting ready for a fight. Well, what's going on?
To get out the fight. I don't even want to talk about this shit, bro. Because, it's sports bettors. I want to keep it on sports. Because that shit there is insane. Like, if you just think about all that shit, none of that shit he said made any fucking sense. Nigga, ain't nobody raping. Ain't nobody raping you. Rape you? Why?
That boy doing Wait a minute, what?
Why? why rape Ryan Garcia?
No, they didn't rape Ryan Garcia. He said,
but why is the Illuminati after Ryan Garcia?
well, they need somebody to connect with the young. He's a part of that streaming generation. He's like those streamers, the Kai Sanat. I don't even know them boys' name like that. He's like the athlete of those.
I'm gonna go after him, but Ryan Garcia, I know he's popular, but like he's popular for a boxer. He's not like.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I knew about him. I found out about him first before boxing. That's how I found out about him.
Yeah.
Like it was like, oh, this boxer, he's doing all that. Seeing clips of him, and then I'm like, oh, he boxes, okay. So, hey man, he could probably be a plant in the next coming. Like your boy Kevin Hart.
Again,
Marley tied. Hey, LJ said you going to pop a Public Palooza?
Not want some of these people that people be saying.
You going to Public Palooza?
Right. What? What can Ryan Garcia convince people to do?
He's it, bro.
Not Ryan Garcia. Excuse me. What? Because they say Kevin Hart's a plant. What can Kevin Hart influence us to do?
Kevin Hart.
Like if Kevin Hart came
out, bro, he was
everybody.
Influencers wasn't really around it like that before when he popped out. I saw him.
I'm just saying, like, if Kevin Hart was like, I need everybody to come out and do XYZ or support XYZ, that's an Illuminati agenda. Like, what? I just don't. Stop it with these people. People that
are. So I'm glad you brought that up. You remember when you had one cat, Kai Sanat, Kai Content? What's the kid's name?
Kai Sanat. I know.
Okay, Kai Sanat. When he that shit in New York, everybody come out and boom, he got arrested for it. That's what That's what they trying to look at. Like, if you got that much power, we want you. We should bring Waddy on here one day.
What? Oh no, we do not.
We should bring Waddy on here.
And that's my dog. No, we should not.
Well, hey, we appreciate it. Everybody tuning in. Bless. We thinking about it. Let's do a recap, man, so we can get out here and sit comfy. We got 174 people watching. We appreciate that. Marley's plays. He likes South Carolina first half -3.5. He's banking on the Sandstorm to get the team amped up and go on a crazy run. And he likes Florida Atlantic.
That's not -3.5. That's actually +3.5, sir.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping.
It's all good though, but you got +6 in some kind of way. I got -3.5. That's crazy.
Plus 3.5. As for myself, you know why? Because I put my plays before we start the show on this. So South Carolina +6. I actually went back and changed it, but now you're right. Florida Atlantic money line. Those are our plays. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Be sure to hit that like. Be sure to hit that subscribe button wherever you watch us at. Come on to YouTube, man. Hit that subscribe button. And if you're interested in our VIP special for the month, it's $100 before Monday, before spring break really jumps off. You get an extra week for free, man. You're getting the best of 2 cappers on a monthly basis. So, Marley, that's all I got, brother. I gotta get ready to get in this traffic. You want to send us out with the prayer? You want to let the people know the prayer? You got it today.
That right there, that's the coach. I remember this. Me, Marley Bets, and this is Brothas N Bets. And like yesterday, and really we can say like all week, because you can see it at the bottom. We've been smacking ass up. And like today, we go smack the ass up. And like tomorrow, but catch us right here. Friday, we will be back. We off tomorrow, so we can smack the ass up one more time. Y'all already know what it is, man. Let's Vegas. We out this motherfucker.
San Antonio do got some big women.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems. We gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making